All right, it's Friday, and that means it's time to review our weekly challenge question. First of all, I wanted to thank everyone who took the time to respond. Appreciate you all taking the time to work through this. And second, let's just quickly restate the question. So the question for this week was, if DNA increases by $20 and PIK interest increases by 15, what is the total change in assets? This is a standard three-statement flow question with, I guess, a few wrinkles. We have two items instead of the typical one. We have a 25% tax rate instead of 20%, but otherwise, it's basically the same as the questions that we review on our YouTube channel. Given that, I'm going to follow the same flow that we use on the YouTube channel. So with that, let's kick things off here, and we'll go down to our income statement and work through our income statement impacts. In this question, we have depreciation and amortization increasing by 20 and PIK interest increasing by 15, and that is going to lower our taxable income by $35. If our taxable income is lowered by $35, that means we'll actually have a benefit because we lower the amount of tax we would have to pay. The way that we'd mechanically calculate that is we'd multiply our tax rate by our profit before tax, and we need to flip the sign here to reflect the fact that we would be incurring an expense if this were a positive income, but because it's negative, we want to flip the sign so that it reflects a benefit to us as the company. We could then add these two up to get to the net income impact of the two items, and that's going to give us an impact of negative 26.3. This was actually one of our options for the answers for the question, and since this is the answer to the impact for net income, it's clearly not the right answer. From here, we're going to go over to cash flows from operations. And what we'll do is we'll pull in the net income from our income statement. And remember, the goal of this next section is to really work out all the disconnects between cash and accrual accounting. So in this particular example, the impacts that we need to work out are our non-cash charges, or depreciation and amortization, and our PIK interest. We can sum those up, and we'll see that the cash flows from operations impact in total is $8.8. And as we showed in the YouTube channel for both the depreciation and amortization example and the PIK interest example, the impact to cash flows from operations is really just the savings on our taxes. We have no impact for investing activities, no impact for financing activities. So when we add all three of these up, the change in cash is going to be 8.8, which is really just cash flows from operations. Again, following the framework that we laid out in our videos on YouTube, the next thing to do would be to plug in cash and net income. So we'll pull cash in to the balance sheet, and we'll pull net income into retained earnings. And now we just have to fill in the remaining pieces. The first piece we'll fill in is the impact to our PP&E, and we're going to assume that depreciation and amortization is really just depreciation here, just to keep this simple. So the impact to PP&E will be the impact of our DNA, which again, we're assuming is just depreciation. On the other side of the balance sheet, we have the impact of our PIK interest, which increases our principal, and we need to flip the sign there to reflect the fact that PIK interest is really just an increase in principal. We can then add up the impact of both of these items on the liabilities and owner's equity side, as well as the total asset side. And what we'll see is the net impact, or the net change in assets, was negative 11.3, which was in fact the answer to the question. And so this week, the majority did win. Hopefully, you found this exercise helpful in learning how to answer a more complicated variant of this type of question. If you haven't done one of these before, definitely check out our YouTube channel. We actually have a video on how to deal with depreciation and amortization, and a separate one on PIK interest. So we walk through all of this in quite a bit of detail. In the meantime, stay tuned. We're aiming to have one of these every week, so we'll have another one coming out on Monday. Talk to you guys soon, and hope you have a nice weekend.